Greater Houston just hit more for sale than we've seen in the last decade. Nearly 40,000 single-family homes are on the market right now. However, the Houston Heights did not get the memo. Inventory here is actually down from last year. Median price is up to $775,000, and homes are selling in an average of around 10 days. Of course, give or take, depending on what type of property you're selling, but that's the average. So is the Heights immune to what's happening everywhere else in Houston? Kind of seems like it. And that's why we're breaking down this month's market update, because if you own here or you're trying to buy here, it's a completely different conversation than the rest of the city, the Houston Heights. It's a wild place to be. By the way, if we haven't met yet, I'm Steven Kinne with the Kinne Group, selling in the Houston area for more than 20 years, north to south, east to west. We know real estate inside and out. If you have any questions, DM or call me, but let's get into it. The Heights market update, early June. Let's go. First, the backdrop, because you can't understand the Heights without it. Mortgage rates are sitting around 6.25%, 6.5%. Your typical mortgage payment in Houston is about $100 a month lower than it was a year ago. Meanwhile, inventory across the greater Houston area is up over 6% year over year. Over 36,000 active single-family homes in Houston, about 5 months supply. This is the most selections that buyers have had in many, many years. And the metro median price has actually slipped about 1.7% year over year. So buyers are getting a little bit of relief on price, a little bit year over year on rates, but the inventory is climbing. Indecision across Houston has buyers paralyzed, but in the Heights, not so. So a headline everybody's hearing is more choices, softer prices, buyer leverage. And that's true for Houston overall. Now, here's why that doesn't describe the Heights. The first number that defines the Heights right now is inventory is moving the opposite direction from greater Houston metro. Now, listings here have been climbing since January, but that's the normal spring ramp up. It happens every year. But look at where we're at this year versus last year. This year, we've got 545 active single-family listings as of May. Now, listings have been climbing here since January. That's the normal spring ramp up. It happens every year, but look at where we're at versus last year. We've got 545 active listings as of May, down roughly 9% or 600 a year ago. While the Houston area has added listings year over year, in the Heights, there's less to choose from this year than there have been in previous years. And those fewer choices have led to a speed up in pricing. Still a lot of multiple offers and run-ups over list price. Depending on if you're in a remodel bungalow or a really historic charmed home, there's a good chance you're still gonna get multiple offers, running the prices up. I've seen $35,000, $50,000, I've even seen a couple up to $100,000, $150,000 over list price just due to buyer demand in the granola, organic-y Heights proper, historic Heights area, where when you find these, they're one of a kind and buyers are really willing to go to the mat to get them. Leading into that is prices. While broader Houston is actually trending lower, last number I saw was 1.7%, prices down year over year, the Heights is setting records every day. The median sold price in April was $775,000, the highest monthly median in HAR's records for this neighborhood, going back to all the way back to 2019. And that's also up 4.5% from last year at $742,000. And 2 Aprils ago, it was $660,000, roughly 17% increase in the Heights in 2 years. Third, after pricing, speed in the Heights. 104 homes closed in the Heights in April, up 13% from last year. And the median days on the market was just 10.5 days on the market. Basically unchanged from last spring, but here's a catch. It matters whether you're buying or selling. If you're a seller in the Heights, here's the straight talk. You're holding one of the strongest hands in the city, especially if you've got a prime property. Buyers are going crazy. They want it. They're ready to go. And it seems like the price point in the Heights, the over 1.1, 1.2, has been very insulated from any geopolitics or any oil price or what have you. If you're a seller in the Heights right now and you've got that diamond, you're gonna get all the eyes, you're gonna get all the offers. So have your house prepped, ready, price it effectively. You're still gonna raise the price over list price in competition in a lot of cases. If you're a seller, it's pricing, prep, get ready. they're coming. So if you're a seller, I wouldn't overshoot price. My recommendation is to go right where you should, or maybe undershoot price a little bit. Stirring activity, be like sharks in the water, and market capitalism will indeed raise your price in competition and multiple offer situations. As a buyer though, oh boy, as a buyer, get ready. If you're looking for that house in the Heights, don't come with your negotiating hat on, because you're only gonna be negotiating up, not down. Waiting for prices to decrease in the Heights or wanting to negotiate in the Heights is going to work against you. It's been a losing battle year after year after year. The first house I sold in the Heights was in 2006, 21 years ago, and it was $78,000, by the way. Can you imagine that? Prices have only gone up, maybe plateaued for a year or two. Who knows what year or two that was? I'm just talking over the last 2 decades. But in the end, the Heights continues to increase and increase and increase and increase. And with all the bars and restaurants and all the shopping and all the walkability and all the jogging trails and the location throughout Houston, it's where you want to be. So buyers, be prepared not to negotiate in the Heights. Just be happy that you actually get the house. And from all the experience I have and all the history in the Heights, you're probably going to be okay. I would say most likely you're going to be okay, because it's only accelerating here with all the cool spots to be. The Heights is the one. So I know this is part of a broader Heights talking point market update. I went back to my love of the Heights right there. Buyers, get ready. Welcome to the Heights. So here's the bottom line. Houston overall is a balanced market. It really, really feels like a buyer's market, although they're calling it a balanced market. But the Heights is its own animal. Sellers, get ready. Buyers, get ready. There's tight inventory. There's raising prices. There's fast sales. There's no time to sleep on it. There's no time to talk about it. There's no time for a second showing. Your strategy is probably not going to work in this market. If you want to know what these numbers mean for your block or what you're looking to do or your budget or your days on market or your time frame, I'm always here. You can reach out to me anytime. I'm Steve Kinne with the Kinne Group. Call me, DM me, text me. Got you covered.